Psych Patient Stories, according to Reddit. Number 15. Psych ward counselor here. Early in my career, I had a teenage girl with suicidal ideations and severe depression. The year before, on Thanksgiving, her dad pulled a gun from under the table and blew his brains out in front of everyone. Theatrical. I normally form a response very quickly, even a wow, but when she told me, I got quiet, leaned back, exhaled, and had to gather my thoughts. Here's hoping nobody that's listening to this stream has experienced a family member blowing their brains out right in front of them. That's quite the way to go. That's quite the scene to set. That's quite the meal that you might never forget. Here's a reminder from Daddy Cyael that I'm here in the event that you need someone, but I want to more importantly make clear that it's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now. Wait till you get older. Number 14. When I was a student doing a placement in a maximum security unit, a serial rapist was getting medication. He made a silly joke, and the nurse said, "Oh, stop that." And his response was, "I've heard that before." Oh my God. Oh my God. A hello to Linda, to Oksana, and to everybody else in the stream chat. Here's hoping you're having a perky day. And that, you're patting yourselves on the back for having made it to the stream. Do yourself a favor and like the video. And if you're watching this after the fact, believe in yourself, because you can like it too. For the sake of clarity, the question being asked tonight is, nurses of psych wards, what did a patient do that left you speechless? But in the interest of being concise, I have labeled this list Psych Patient Stories. And as we continue, the Meteor Men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. Was interviewing a guy in a psych ward, and he was complaining about how he couldn't have any white out. Yeah, is that? Oh yeah, okay, it's a liquid eraser for typewriters because he was on suicide watch. He claimed that it was stupid because if he wanted to kill himself, as he pointed out, he could use the drawstring from the blinds to hang himself, or he could use his pencil to stab himself, or use the typewriter metal bar to off himself. I agreed it was silly to hold back the small bottle of whiteout. When I relayed the conversation to my instructor about how silly it seemed due to him having several other ways, she replied that he proved to me that he had been considering ways to kill himself, and that's why he was able to come up with so many so quickly. He never did get his whiteout. Oh. As long as he didn't want blackout, that would be racist. It's just a joke. It's, Cyael observing the hypocrisy that, the whiteout isn't technically racist, but as soon as, why even go there? Hello, Haru. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. Oksana says, I wonder what age most of Cyael's audience is. I assume it's about my age. I'm 32. Oh no, you're up there, sweetie. As far as the people that watch this channel, they're all neatly within the 18 to to 26 range. That's the demographic. And it's not really because, of any specific reason. It's more that's the age where you're really on the internet and browsing and finding, gangster shit occasionally. As you can see all of the people in the stream chat saying 18, 24, 20, 22, 21. Yeah, occasionally we'll get some kids in here because they, there's a lot of bullshit on my channel, unfortunately. So some of my stuff will slip into the algorithm, but otherwise it's usually just, a very specific brand of people who accidentally found themselves here. Or, maybe something was kind of linked or similar to something on another channel, and then they just found their way here. Lately, a lot of people have been waking up to this channel. So after they leave a comment about how much they hate it, they just usually go about their way. But maybe one or two people are like, wonder what this asshole's all about. Hadu says she just turned 25, so happy birthday to you. And to everybody else who's legal in here, I'm all about it. A kiss for you, a hug for the ooh, I almost said that out loud, and that could get me in trouble on YouTube. I was just gonna rhyme. I was just gonna bring up a Jew in the way of rhyming, but I can't do that. I can't do that on Offensive, the platform. BioLizard says, "Hey Cyael, I gotta say something about a psych hospital." I'm sorry about that voice. I can't help myself sometimes. I got out of a psych hospital the other week because I tried to slit my wrist to kill myself. Well, did you go the proper way? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not going there. It's been a shitty week, but your videos make my days better. I'm glad that you can find something in the way of an outlet to abuse, because sometimes that's what we definitely need to get out of a bad situation. Sometimes we need to abuse something that may or may not be good or the best for us, or even healthy, to just get ourselves out of a hole. And I guess the best analogy for it would be to say, yeah, some of you guys like drinking, some of you guys like gambling, some of you guys like, doing things that, are unfortunately unhealthy. But imagine you're in a ditch or in quicksand and someone throws you a rope, but that rope is covered in thorns. You could wait for a rope that isn't thorny in the hope that you'll be able to get out without fucking up your hands. But the reality of the situation is that rope may not come. So, if you have to hurt yourself a little to free yourself of harm, then hey, sometimes it's better to act now than to hope that you'll have the luxury or opportunity to act later. So to everybody in here, I love you. I thank you. I hope you're having a really sexy day and that things aren't stressing you the hell out as we continue up this list with my weirdo analogies. Number 12. Not a nurse, but I was a patient in a psych ward. The ward was sectioned into two sides based on a case severity. I was on the less severe side, and one night an incredibly tall, somewhat muscular man escaped his room on the severe side. He got through a door and was supposed to be locked, but he got into the less severe side and then into my room. I woke up, sat up, and saw him standing in my doorway. He asked in a shaky voice if I was all right, and I hesitantly said yes, to which he responded by getting a look of terrified horror and screamed, "I knew it! You can see them too! Don't let them get to you!" before he was dragged away screaming by security. Well, let's not add anything to that. One day we'll have a list where we all get together and talk about the things that we see, or that things that we see that we're not supposed to see. You know what I mean? Like big ass titties, like big veiny titties, goddamn. Oksana says, I've been to a psych ward 4 times, twice involuntarily. They admitted you? What was that like? The funny thing about people who are, the funny thing about crazy guys is that there is not a black and white for crazy. There is a slider, if you will. And when you are the least crazy person in midst of a bunch of crazy people, boy, that's hell on earth. You know what I'm talking about? So being admitted to a psych ward and realizing, oh my fucking God, I don't come close to any of this. You gotta be on your best behavior. It's pretty much identical to like jail or prison. You get thrown in jail, you're probably the most straight edge dude in there. You know what I'm talking about? So you better get your shit together. You better stay attentive, because if somebody goes sufficiently crazy and pulls you into their crazy, aura, you don't even want to be near when somebody walks in and catches them doing shit with their fingernails or whatever the hell they, oof. Stay out of an asylum. How in God's name? Thank you, lawyer, but again, $1 donation should not be tripping the notifications. Did he do it again? Thank you, lawyer. Boy, I don't even know what to say there. I'll get around to fixing all of this shit, I promise. It's just I shouldn't have to fix it again, you know? It screwed my shit up. It's always screwing my shit up. Whatever. As we continue up this list, we arrive at what will most certainly be number 11. We had a psych patient on our floor that wasn't really crazy. I was just talking about this. He was just really confused and unpleasant in general. One night I was mixing his drink with some thickener, and as per usual, he starts yelling about me poisoning him. I explained what it was, and that we're all here to help him, not to hurt him. And he responds, "I'm just gonna fucking die." His vitals were fine. He was alert, no red flags, and like I said, he was always pretty unpleasant, so I didn't think much of it. Sure as shit, he coded in an hour, and we never got him back. What? He willed himself out of existence. Oh no. How does death not scare people, man? Can you imagine what some people are going through? Imagine what some people are going through where they can just will themselves out of existence. You know? True Silver Wolf says, so most of us found Cyael as soon as we hit 18. It's true, you guys shouldn't exist until you reach the age of consent. Because what good are you to me otherwise? I'm kidding. Oh, God. Scatter says, being unhealthy is better than being dead. Well, Lewis says, I tell everyone I know about this channel. It's comforting. It's like a conversation of reality. Oh, I appreciate that, Lewis. Talia says, Cyael, last time I went to go pick up my pills at the ward, a strange yet scary-looking girl in the hospital gown, with bags under her eyes, was peering at me from her room by the doorway. That's the type of shit I love seeing in a video game. You know what I mean? Just like, what the fuck? Lilium says, I've been in a psych ward 4 times and once was in Bolo. Oh my god. Why do I feel like I read that exact comment? Let's keep it at the bottom. Okay, so let's continue up this list. Here we are at what will be number 10. When I was in nursing school and I had clinical in the state-funded psych ward downtown, I was assigned to sit with the one girl to monitor her behavior. She spent about 30 minutes doing nothing but eating pudding cups with a plastic spoon. She ate like 6 of them in half an hour. Then, out of nowhere, she very calmly licked her spoon completely clean, pulled her shirt sleeve up before shoving the entire spoon into an incision in her arm near her bicep, then very calmly said, "Oops." Oops. The nurses that worked there did not believe me. They kept saying I was making it up and that I couldn't have seen what I saw. Only later on, like 4 hours later, the orderly noticed the girl had some blood on her shirt. He took her into her room to change her clothes and noticed that an incision on her arm had been dehisced. That is not a word that is in my vocabulary.
Dehiss.
Dehisced. Intriguing. The incision on her arm had been dehisced and had been bleeding. Then eventually agreed to send her to the hospital for testing. The x-ray showed the entire spoon sucked into the fat of her upper arm through an incision where they'd removed a birth control implant in the week before. Apparently the girl had slowly been picking at the sutures and opening it, but only until it was deep enough to fit an entire plastic spoon. The girl admitted the oops was because it had gotten sucked in and couldn't be pulled out, not because she stuck a spoon in her arm. Totally bizarre. You know, I read a lot of things on this channel, but I'm pretty sure it's something about the oops just took me right off guard, and I'm not it makes me pretty uncomfortable. Oops, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear that again. Boy, this chair is not about me. I'm not sitting on my normal chair. I put that other chair in. Listen to this. Jesus Christ. Rest in peace, chair. Number 9. My sister was actually sectioned earlier this year for her eating disorder. She shouldn't have been, but that's a story for another time. She was right next to the PICU. One of the nights she heard multiple screams coming specifically from that ward. One of the patients had bit a chunk out of a nurse's leg, and they were trying to detain him. They then started eating the chunk. And it's so crazy to think that these types of things even happen. Well, goddamn, how can it get scarier than that? I don't think anybody else is going to have a patient that bites somebody and then ate the chunk they took out of them. Do you get what I'm saying? I think if these entries were all titties, then this one would be like the G cup. You know what I'm talking about? I'm rating these on a titty scale. Number 8. Not a nurse, but I used to be a security guard in a hospital, and we had a patient who self-harmed and cut a hole into themselves around the belly button and then stuck a bunch of paper clips and buttons and things like that into it. This is becoming a recurring theme among people who seem to be in a psych ward, is using their own bodies like flesh pockets. Flesh pockets! You shouldn't, Cyael. Someone says, this reminds me of a sequence in Alfred's Playhouse. That behavior is one of the most severe indicators of abuse imaginable. Someone says, whoa, it's an indicator of abuse, meaning if they've been through shit, then they'll stuff things inside their body? My gosh. My gosh. That sounds like a list I could actually do some research on and then come back at you guys with, is what behaviors are indicative of abuse. Might be interesting. Hadu says, those birth control implants freak me out. Well, they're a mystery to me too. I don't know if I trust something like that. Consider me a, what's the word? A paranoid man that doesn't just want to come in things and expect that things will work out. I ain't trusting no damn implant. They're gonna have to give me with that snip. To all of you in the stream chat, thank you for being here this night. Take the time to like the video, and then, I don't know, I'll give you the kisses and the autographs, you know, in your dreams though. Not like in your dreams, like in your dreams, smell you later, but in your dreams like, I'm Freddy Krueger, and I'll get in there. I will get into those dreams. We'll go on adventures. And I'll bring a hoverboard and all kind of crap like that, and you'll hurt yourself, but it's a dream, so you won't really be hurting yourselves, you know what I mean? The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. Number 7. Not a nurse, a pharmacist. I had one of the clozapine patients. Clozapine or clozapine. I'm Googling this for everybody. Clozapine is an antipsychotic medication that is used to treat severe schizophrenic symptoms in people who do not respond to other medications. It also is used to help reduce the risk of suicidal behavior in people with schizophrenia or similar disorders. So as we go back, we continue to read. I had one of our clozapine patients miss a monthly meeting to discuss their medication. Called around, found out that she was in the ICU, having eaten 2 of her own fingers, then visited her mother for coffee still bleeding. Let me look at the camera. You know what I'm talking about? What? Motherfucker. Holy bing bong. I had a friend tell me of another patient making a cut in his thigh and reopening it regularly until the whole thing was a scar tissue cavern. By some miracle, avoiding infection. Started using his meat pocket. Oh, I was going with flesh pocket. I guess yours can be grosser, huh? To hold pens and coins and anything that he could collect in his ward. Nobody knew until a paperclip pierced the side, and he finally wound up with an infection that took him to the ICU, where they found his stash. You know, this is quite the list, boys. This is quite the list, girls and boys. Forgive me. Oh boy, what a list. What a list. What are you guys looking forward to? Before the list started, I was looking up Phantasy Star Online too, because I'm a nerd like that. I'm such a loser. I'm such a little baby man. Such a little man, baby, bing bong boy, excited about my little upcoming titles. And I don't know, I just hope that you guys have found things equally satisfying for you. To take the edge off of life, I should say. Hello, Broccoli Broom. How are you doing? Anil says cyberpunk. Yes, I expect that will be exciting to say the least. Let's continue, but only after I do say my world's on fire and how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored, alright? I had a catatonic guy who could play the piano like a pro. Classic jazz, ragtime, but otherwise he would just sit in the chair and stare. That's so sad. What do other people have to say about this one? There was a guy like that at the psych unit that I was a patient in too. The contrast between when he was playing the piano and how he acted the rest of the time was incredible. Mm-hmm. Right. Oksana is like,
I found my chill in painting pretty boys naked.
so is she naked while she's painting the pretty boys, or is she painting boys naked? I'll let you guys be the judge. The fact that she just got me to say these two words in my stream, that's dangerous, you know? That's gonna get me flagged by a robot in here. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the sexier sounding one, even though for me, it would need to be like May body, you know what I'm talking about? You guys know May from Overwatch? Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, if you don't stop saying that, get that out of here. Get this out of here in the stream chat now. Y'all better watch your mouth. The other one is fine, not this one. Boys love you? Number 5. I watched a guy try to remove rats from his rectum. You know, for once, I think I'd have preferred the poop entry. Stated that his ex-girlfriend summoned them there. Oh, she's a witch. He ended up tearing his rectal walls to shreds. Oh, boy. You know, there it is. You know, I didn't think we'd get worse than a guy biting the chunk off of a woman's leg and eating it, you know? We got a lot of flesh pockets tonight. Flesh pockets. But, when you're trying to remove rats, this isn't a Lemmy-Winks type deal. These are rats.
Hey now.
Bun says, hey now. I don't know why you would say that, okay? But I appreciate this donation. I might go as far as to declare you an all-star, and remind you to get your game on and go play. Not only an all-star, but you're a rock star to me, and you could even get your show on and get paid. Many of the things that glitter are gold, but only shooting stars break the mold. Okay? Number 4. We had a get out of my way. We had a Giro psych floor, which was full of wait, is that what it would be called? A Giro? Meaning like old people, like geriatric, I guess? We had a Jerry psych floor, crazy old people. One night, while passing through, a little old lady popped her head out of her doorway and said to me,
I could sure use the company of a good-looking man tonight.
Sorry, I'm not that good looking. Quick as snot on the doorknob, she says.
That's okay. I can't see too well.
I didn't join her, but her charisma was on point. Is that charismatic? Diana, thank you for that donation, sweetie. You know, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate this. This gets stupider every time I see it. Get the fuck out of here. You get the fuck out of here. Number 3. A nurse told me that one of her patients binged her own bong on the unit while on suicide watch. Is that it? Wait, 1-to-1 suicide watch, meaning one person was watching them and they just did it in front of them? The patient and the staff were at arm's length, and the patient suddenly charged the wall, smashing his head as hard as he could, breaking his neck in the process. Oh my God. Yo, how dare you leave that out? How dare you leave that out of the post? I thought they bit their tongue. Guys, what's more metal? The guy with the rats on the butt, or the guy with the necky and a wall break? Breaking in a necky and a wall, man. Wall, break that neck time. Breaky the wall tonight. You're such an idiot. You're such an idiot, and you know that everybody is between the ages of like 18 and like 27, but you're still stupid. You know, if you had a bunch of teenagers on this channel, you'd never be able to keep their attention. It'd need to be like a Vine channel and all of these entries.
Paying for my sin.
Girl, if you were truly paying for your sins, you would need to move that decimal point 2 points and give me $399. And that would cover you for at least the next 3 days. So if any of you would like to pay for your sins, you don't need to just hit me with the PayPal, you know? You don't need to subscribe, you know, by clicking the join button below, which you can also do to support. You don't have to hit me on the Patreon. You don't have to go to the wish list. All of these things I would thoroughly enjoy, but for free, man. You can just click that like button. I believe you. I believe in you. But there's only one way that you'll all get special rings like me. Special. I'm sorry. They're just emojis that I love. I really do love the emojis though. Haley Stanley says,
Hey, Cyael, me back.
like I remember a Haley Stanley. I said Stanwell before. Yeah, so there goes how well here's the thing. How many of you talk to me on Discord or Snapchat? Not a lot. So why would I remember any of you outside of Linda and Haru and Michael and Broccoli? Broccoli has a very interesting backstory. You guys all need backstories that are kick ass. You know what I mean? Look at Thor. Well, no, I'd rather look at Peter Quill, Star-Lord. He had a daddy who banged his mommy and then had him, and the mommy died, and we realized it was because she had cancer because the daddy gave it to him, and then he had to go kill his dad who had become a planet at the time. Talk about having a big ego, you know what I'm talking about? You guys gotta have, people don't need to die in your backstory. It just needs to be, I don't know, maybe somebody in your family ran at a wall and then they broke their neck in the process when they were on suicide watch, I think that's a high score. That's a high score. Damn, Haley got timed out. What did she do right off the bat? That's so sad. Did she speak in all caps? Because Linda says no caps lock. Oh, poor guys. Labrador Lane says Columbine fangirls are taking over social media. They are all over Twitter, obsessed with Eric and Dylan. I doubt that Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. We live in a world today where people are genuinely obsessed with people who you've never heard of. And what do I mean when I say that? I mean, James Charles is the first time his name is coming up was when he's embroiled in some sort of controversy. Is it the type of controversy that's going to take this guy down? No. Whatever he loses will be a splash in the pan next to his. It's like you go up to a millionaire and you go, "Give me $100, you swine," and they give it up, and that'll be that. It doesn't really affect them. You know what I mean? So when you tell me this about people giving a shit about people in Columbine, what I am, without even assessing the situation, what I want to say is, in a week's time, do you think people will remember? It's kind of like a Tony Stark situation when Thanos is like, "I hope they remember you." When you get on Twitter and you scan the trending bullshit and the hashtags that are floating to the top. You look at the YouTube videos that are trending on any site where, of course, the algorithm or the agenda that's being pushed is all videos of like Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or some other asshole named Jimmy. You know, it's sad. I understand, and I totally agree with you, Labrador, but it's like people will always find something crazy and stupid to be into. And some girls just find like the best looking criminal and decide to burn that candle for them because they're not like other girls, you know. The things and the people that they're interested in are very specific and unique, you know. They have a bad rap, you know. Oh boy. I'm glad that Columbine taught people lessons about how not to glorify certain people in the media, because it inspired other people to seek that kind of glory. Because to many people, there is no separation between fame and infamy. Did you guys want to know something? Here's a quick little lesson that I'm learning every day people aren't very aware of on YouTube. If you dislike a video, you're giving it just as much traction as you would if you liked it. So in the same way that we're discussing right now, people who do not separate fame from infamy, like it's all attention, you hear phrases thrown around like there's no press that's bad press, implying, you know, if they're getting any attention, then their name is still coming out of people's mouths. Like we can hate like Kardashian for all of the stupid shit that she gets involved in. We can hate, I don't know, one of the Paul brothers for going into a forest and being stupid with corpses and disrespecting shit. But unfortunately, we're talking about them, and it keeps them alive in people's consciousness longer than if we just went out of our way to not mention them. There's so many things that I do want to talk about occasionally, but I refuse to signal boost. And much like a video game that has, you know, predatory practices that you don't want to give the light of day, or like a movie that is so shitty and so sucky that you would just love for them to stop making fucking movies, you can't support it. And sometimes support isn't just paying it money, it's by, you know, talking about it. So you gotta let it float out of the consciousness here. And yes, it sucks in this case because it doesn't matter if the people in the majority are talking about something. Some people are still going to burn those candles and be absolutely crazy. And sometimes it reaches a fever pitch, like with shit like vaccination, where it's like, whoa, motherfucker, maybe you really need to consider doing this. And they're like, no, I'm not gonna vaccinate these kids. It's like, all right, man, I don't know where to go. I'm impressed with Tawny Clan 664, who says, whoa, I finally made it to a stream, only to reach the stream at the very end as we push number 2 on this list. One of our patients escaped the ward and managed to hitchhike all the way to Sydney, which is around 900 kilometers. They called him crazy, but he walked 500 miles and nearly walked 500 more to be that man who walked 5,000 miles to fall down at your door. Da, da, da. Okay. Someone says, and this is why I don't pick up hitchhikers. Someone says, in Australia, you shouldn't pick up anything. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Number 1 on this list says, probably the saddest was a resident that I had a long time ago. The gentleman was a World War II veteran with Alzheimer's and dementia. Probably once or twice a month, he would relive some battle that he was in. He would literally run up the hallway, grab you, and yell at you to get down behind the sandbags. He would then tell you to take his Thompson because it was too heavy for him, and he would just use his pistol. He would get up and run back down the hallway, and this guy was old, and seeing him run full sprint like that up and down the hallway during these episodes was surreal. I can't imagine having to constantly relive the worst moments of your life, or your life where you witnessed and survived the unspeakable horrors of war. A lot of these men are not meant to be re-socialized back into society, but that is a whole nother thing to talk about for a whole nother list. Mom Momerson. What a name. Jesus Christ. That's like a Sarah Bishop name. She says, my best friend is a psych nurse at a hospital. She had a patient the other month who rage shoved a bunch of drywall in his mouth in the shower. Well, it's better than slicing his body open and then making a meat pocket to put it in. Mom goes on to say they had to try to get it out of his mouth while he was violent, wet, slippery, and had a rock hard boner. Rock hard boner. What? Hard boner. Rock a hard boner. Wow. How do you guys just pop boners unless there's huge jiggly boobs in the room? Come here. Ridiculous. That's how you know you're crazy, dude. My fetish is having drywall in my mouth. Oh, here I go again. Oh, God. And that's the end of that. Tawny says, I can't believe I finally made it. VUT at the freaking end. Probably meant butt. Guys, once again, this is a hardcore reminder, okay? I actually get Snapchat messages asking me when the stream is. I stream at the same time every day, which is right now. Go almost an hour into the past, that's when I stream. This list was fairly short, it's 36 minutes. Normally I stream for around an hour, so at 9:30 Eastern every night is when I stream. I do need to get better in deciding what I'm going to read ahead of time and then putting up a reminder so that hopefully throughout the day you can see when it is, set a reminder. Maybe YouTube will notify you, but odds are YouTube's not going to notify you. So what you should do, I recommend, is if you have a phone or maybe you have the app on your computer, just jump into the Discord. You don't have to, talk to anybody if you don't want to. And I will send out a notification to any and everybody letting them know that the stream is about to begin. Otherwise, I will endeavor to, put a notification out earlier in the day so you guys will know when it's coming and how many hours between now and then. But do not rely on YouTube to do the very basic notification that, it should be worried about doing, but it's not gonna. Teddy says, my sister was a psych nurse for 10 years before switching to a teaching position. Diana says, the day Cyael misses a stream will be the day everyone comes in at the regular time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love you all. I wanna do more to give you guys what you need. But, until then, I think I'll just have to find a way to roll out more of these and keep them nice and tight. Nice and tight. Sorry if the All-Star lyrics were getting on somebody's nerves earlier. I captured this picture of my boyfriend because I need the internet to know that he dresses like an 80s cocaine dealer. He's not that bad. Guy looks old though. You know what I mean? God damn. Them fucking shades, dude. You trying to get pulled over? I guess you're white, so it's fine. It's all white. You know what I mean? Oh my god. I think Scattercat is asking for a public freakout. Let's see. What will? Holocaust survivors. Ooh, geez. Surprise. Oh, what was it called? It was a, Jesus Christ, body cam shows officer hanging onto SUV before shooting driver. America, boy, my God. What is this one yelling he fucked a waitress for 12 years? Somebody says that in this? For 10 years, read.
Someone got dumped. She throwing all his shit out there on the porch. Oh, don't hit the window.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
no. She hit the window, bro.
No way.
Oh no.
He cheated? Oh, wow.
I like how he immediately yells to get on her side, because she probably would have charged at him. You trying to record me? He got to throw out his justification, even though in reality, you crazy girl. Girl, you so crazy. Why does it want me to just watch this? No. Damn. Damn. Jesus, he slapped the soul out of him. Oh. My local fair did not go as planned. This is what we saw yesterday. Pro skater gets put in cuffs for taping a car that was about to hit him and his friend. Boy, that's just sad. If I bring my kid to a pride parade, what will they see? Now that's something I want to see off screen. Now we're talking. Hey, Kevin, I see you changed your name, my man, to K3 Vin. That's what we should all call you from now. K3. All right, that's enough. Naked man on drugs decides to put himself in a cruiser. Oh, my God, what a sad world we're living in. This is just a sad world. All around me are familiar. How to cool a hot-headed driver. No, this is what we saw where the guy was just using the fire extinguisher on his ass. I don't know why it was so funny to whoever was recording that. We should look up justice served, because at least there is a, Why does it say justive served? Boy. Okay. Mugger gets what he deserves. Is this lady a police officer? Oh no. Somebody else gonna get him. Oh, they're gonna cop right there. Lady, that's the cop. Okay, good. You gonna get your stuff back. Why you running away? What's up? That's the cop right there. Go get your stuff back. That's the dude. Yeah, she was walking away like, look. Poor lady. You know, adrenaline must have been blinding her out there. Judge sentenced to 28 years for selling black teens to prisons. Well, it's funny because what you're supposed to assume when you see this is if this guy was doing that, then certainly there are other people doing it. Kids for cash, baby. Kids for cash. Just a judge. It's not like he was like some random dude. This is a judge doing it. So when is anything ever an isolated incident? Oh boy. Rowdy man gets served almost instantly. Whoa. He's got a lot of meat to throw around. Put him down, Paris. Damn, they out here keeping the peace with the gigawatts. Okay, we get it. Jesus. All right, guys, we're gonna you know what I was considering for a while was seeing if we could get away with like watching a movie on a subscriber only stream on Twitch or something like that, but nah, that's a good way to get that channel done. So I think the better thing we should consider is trying to get rab.it working in the way of watching like a show or a movie. But I don't know how to make it so that I'm the only one who can talk during that, or if anything, I'll probably just mute it so that no one can talk and that we can all just watch it together. That'll be cute. Until then, you know, just stay posted. Damn. What the hell? Homegrown Latinas. Work gone wild. Huge boobs gone wild from Browning. What the hell happened to my fucking Reddit? What? Look, go back to normal Reddit. What was that? Whoa, that was like exclusively not safe for work stuff. Wow. Oksana says, won't happen again, Cyael. I love you. Bye. What happened? What did she do? Somebody better pay me. What did she break? Did she break something? I feel like me hosting a party now. Cyael, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go. Bye. Bye, Cyael. Bye. What did she do? What did she do? Hold her. Hold that girl. What the fuck? What the fuck? So guys, love you. Stay out of trouble. Get a hold of me if you need to. Actually, I can't find my phone, so somebody blow it up with snaps. or dude, is it even on? It's probably not on. It's probably not on. Like audible, you know? It's probably not audible. Okay, so guys, you may see me again later tonight. I may come back with a game stream. Getting ready for some gangster ass potatoes tonight. So, love you. Talk to you soon. And you'll see me again. Bye. Wait. Thanks to my patrons. You incredible human beings. You're everything that I need in my life. And thanks to all my sponsors. You guys clicking that join button are doing more than I could ever have imagined. I didn't think that I'd actually have people clicking the join button. Get a load of you guys. I may start giving you top billing on these lists. You know what I mean?
Play Baba as you.
Stripes, what are you doing? Sending your bing bongs to me. I almost like choked a little bit. I almost like choked a little bit because she got me. Bruh.
This is a test donation for $1.
Okay, sorry. I just clicked the test donation button like an idiot because I was in the thing trying to figure out why the fuck the text is black. What is that about? Why is the text black? You know what I mean? Save settings. Okay, so thank you, Stripes, for that $30 donation. A hefty donation indeed, Stripes. I'll play Baba as you. Tomorrow just for you. Tomorrow just for you. Wonder if I should have you on stream so you could witness my frustration. Yeah, I feel like you should be in person and held accountable for what you do for me. And by 4, I mean 2. It's torture. Kaya says, sleep tight, don't let the bugs bite. Nice. Love you too. Love you, everyone. Get into the Discord or text me, whatever. We need to find something gangster to make videos about. But it seems like the best time to do that is when something explosive happens on the internet. So here's hoping that something explodes. Here's hoping something just blows up. And then we can just point and go, holy crap. And can you believe that? On stream for an hour. I can't even believe that. Can you believe? Hey, did you see that? Somebody come in going, what's going on? They blew up. See you guys later. Bye.